Welcome. Today we're going to talk about Today's Meet. Today's Meet is a back channel that allows discussion to happen between the teacher and students to students. The address to Today's Meet is todaysmeet.com. A question many people will ask is, do I have to be a member to log on and use the site? And the answer is no. You simply can just create a room, type your room name in here, and decide how long you want this room to be open. So I'm going to choose a name. I'm going to choose Hoke. And it says this name is not available. So I'm going to go Hoax. And that looks good right there. So then I come down here and I decide that I'm going to keep it open for 1 hour. I have options of 1 hour, 2 hours, 8 hours, 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. And I only have 1 year if I do it if I create an account. In this case, I'm going to do it for 1 hour and I'm going to open my room. Now, as a teacher, I'm going to put my name in there. I'm going to put Mrs. Hoke, and I'm going to hit join. And this will say that this is my class, and when I type, it will tell the student who's talking. So I'm going to say, welcome to my discussion board. Welcome to my discussion. That sounds good. And you'll notice that there's characters remaining right here. So I have 115 remaining characters I can use. So I'll hit say, and it says lesson a minute ago by Miss Hoke, and it says welcome to my discussion. How do I get people to join this? Well, there's 3 ways. I can come up here, I can copy this, control copy. I can go to my email, compose a new email, write it to whomever it is, put the subject in here, come to my text, control paste, send it to whomever it goes to, and they'll have access to it. If you don't have emails, you can always copy paste and put it into your teacher page. Or the third option is to simply write it on the board and have the students write it down. When you send this to your students, it is very important that you're very clear what name you want them to use. I suggest they use their first name and their last initial. That way you know exactly who's talking, and everyone will be accounted for when you're looking at their discussion. Once you have sent out the web address and the students have joined, they have the opportunity to respond to what you've asked them. As you can see that Shell has just joined the discussion group and she's wrote hi to the class. So as a teacher, I could respond back to her. Hi Shell, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. How did you like, how did you like the lesson on integers today? And I could send this to her and she would have an opportunity to respond back to the class. Now, Shell's not the only one who could respond. Anyone who's joined the group could respond. But let's see if Shell responds. And she said, I really liked it, but I'm still confused about multiplying and dividing integers. And this allows other students to jump in and say, oh, I understood this, or I didn't understand this, or it allows for that discussion to happen. The nice thing is in a classroom without this, it's possible sometimes to have the student who answers every question, and it's also possible to have the student who answers 0 questions. So this type of communication here allows opportunities for all students to communicate. Now, I said at the beginning that you do not have to log in. However, I feel there are some advantages to logging in. So I'm going to log in, and you have much the same. You still can pick a room. You still have the options of how long to keep it open, as well as if you want anyone to join or if they have to be logged in users. I do not have the option for my school because I do not pay the $5 a month to do this. But the biggest thing that I like about being a member is the opportunity to print my transcripts. Now, if you come over here, I see this blue and I see this black. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get into the black rooms because the time has passed. I could if I upgraded now and it would have the transcripts from before, but I could come to this Hoke one that I just did, click on the transcripts, and it prints out what would happen in the classroom, and it tells me who said it, what time they wrote it, and I could, if this went on through the whole class period, I would have all that information and I could print it out, because sometimes in the middle of discussion you don't have time to go to the side. Oh, Susie responded, Johnny responded, Susie responded again, Miriam hasn't said anything. So it just allows you to keep track of what's going on in the class. Now I'm going to go back to the room, and this is where we left off. The big thing here that I want to say is that today's meet can be used as a way to show participation. It can be used as a study guide if we've talked about something specific. It can be an exit ticket. There's so many different things and ways to use this, but it is up to you as the teacher to utilize this in the best possible manner. Have fun, try it, play around, see what you think, and I appreciate you listening. Thank you so much.